Good morning.
Morning, sir.
So, who here has a face-to-face class after my meeting?
Sir,
Sir, medyo lahat
lahat
kami nandito kami lahat sa S213.
Lahat kayo. Dami, no? Okay. All right. So, I think it would be always better to have one. Supposedly, we're going to have part one, part two. Okay, to maximize our meeting up to 12:50. But I'll try to just have a brief discussion. Okay, maybe hanggang 40 minutes lang siguro so that at exactly I don't know, maybe 12:10, 12:20, or yeah, 12:20 maybe. We are already done with our meeting today. Okay, so just a quick roll call. So once heard your last name, so please answer right away. Anchales.
Present, sir.
Okay, ang aga.
Present, sir.
Antonio Cage.
Present, sir.
Antonio Edmarie.
Present po.
Aquino John Pierre.
Present, sir.
Baliyang Bemhelda.
Present po, sir.
Balayan Janine.
Present, sir.
Pasang Kirby. Absent. Batong Jansen.
Present, sir.
Bayad Divine.
Present, sir.
Benito Sherilyn. Absent. Beray Andre. Absent. Delson.
sir present.
Beray. Beray is present. Delson.
Sir present.
Dofredo.
Sir, present.
Dominguez.
Present, sir.
Ereño.
Present po, sir.
Evangelista.
Present po, sir.
Fajardo.
Present, sir.
Gonzales.
Present, sir.
Gu. Absent. Guzman.
Present, sir.
Haggerty.
Present, sir.
Ibanez.
Present, sir.
Aiserio.
Present, sir.
Jose.
Present po, sir.
Bakit magkapares kayo ng profile pic ni Jose and then Jib yun? And then it seems like it is not them. Anyway, Kilio. Kilio. Absent. Lazaro. Absent. Mahicon.
Present, sir.
Okay. Malyari. Absent. Manalastas.
Present, sir. Present din po si Malyari.
Maron.
Present po.
Umitim ka naman na Maron. Bakit nga eh? Matyas.
Sir present.
Mayokyok. Absent. Nina.
Present, sir.
Moyamoy.
Present, sir.
Navato.
Present po.
Nunez.
Present, sir.
Orid.
Present, sir.
Ringor.
Present, sir.
Sullivan. Wala. Soriano.
Present po.
Tabula.
Sir, present po.
Pinluan.
Present, sir.
And Waklin.
Present, sir.
Okay, Sullivan, Mayokyok, Lazaro, Kilio, Gu, Benito, Basang. So those
Sir,
are
present, sir.
Mayokyok.
Sorry.
Mayokyok. Okay, who else? Meron pa ba? Lazaro, Kilio, Gu. Benito, Basang. All right. So before we proceed to our week 3, though I already published it. So how was your seminar last meeting? This Tuesday. Was it helpful?
Yes, sir. maraming natutunan na na site na makakatulong for the process of the research mismo.
Mhm, mhm. So I hope you guys will be able to maximize those tools, and then I hope you guys have taken a picture of those tools that Ma'am Vanessa have presented. Okay, definitely that would make your life easier in doing your research. Okay, so yeah, let's proceed now to the module 3. Okay, so in here we're going to have a discussion on conducting. How do you conduct a research? And I'll show to you guys the UCCPE researches, the existing researchers that they have already conducted. Okay, though I'm pretty sure this is not the updated one kasi may mga bago na pero wala naman dito. So, yeah, I guess I have to get the list, okay, where Sir Dion is updating the current CPE researches that was already finished. So in here are the topics covered. So conducting the research activities in the engineering discipline, like also the examples of research activity in engineering industry. So let me just maximize this one. So just a quick question. So is there a difference in conducting research or in the research activities among the various fields of technologies or disciplines? So here are the various fields or technologies or disciplines. Of course, as we have engineering, we have business side, we have law, we have medicine, biology, and so on and so forth. Now, do you guys think that there is a difference conducting research on each field?
Sir, siguro po mas strict po yung research sa medicine since it is more po sa buhay talaga ng tao.
Are you sure? Like for example, gumawa ako ng engineering, a bridge. Okay. So isn't it that they are also strict because they do not want to have a failing or failure bridge or a collapsible ba tawag dun? A collapsing, in the future maybe it might collapse, of course. Life of a person is also at stake. Anything else? Can you guys think of a
Sir, yung
different?
tools po na gagamitin for research.
That's one. Yeah, that's right. So of course we have different tools to check, to gather.
Klase po.
Okay. What else?
Sir, I'm guessing po citations is also different.
In what way?
Sir, I think different practices also have different ways of citations. So say for example, yung iba po gumagamit ng MLA and some like us make use of IEE.
Okay, so it's you're talking about the format, the APA and the other kind of format. Yeah, it could be. Okay, but I would say that it has only a very small difference. Okay, so all of us are, start with a systematic way on how to conduct a research. We might have different datas, which is common. We might have different conclusions or hypothesis, which is very common. Of course, we have different titles of studies, to be exact. But all in all, I would say everything is in general it isn't that much of a difference. So it's still I would say quite the same. Okay. So which type of research does engineering fall into? We have five actually. Okay. Anyone? So which type of research does engineering fall into? Historical. Who says that historical is not part of engineering? Anyone? Or the script for sure, it's descriptive. Correlation for sure, it is correlation. We do some comparison from time to time. Ex post facto. What is again? I mentioned this one in our meeting last week. So what does ex post facto means? Anyone? who still remembers what I said, or you guys can actually search. Kasi sa bahay na nga lang kayo. Ay, hindi naman pala nasa bahay. Let's just say that you're somewhere and then you can access the internet. No one? No one remembers? For sure, you can explain historical, descriptive correlation, and experimental. But ex post facto is maybe new to your ears. So ex post facto meaning it's like studying the fact that has been already occurred. Like for example, it's already a finished research, and then you just want to go back to the. It's kind of the same. I would say it's kind of the same with historical. It's just that just right after you want to do some observation or investigation, from the facts, okay, from the facts that occurred in that research, okay. So if I were to answer, none of this, I mean, all of this, rather, all of this fall into engineering. Okay. So everything is all has historical, all has descriptive, and so on and so forth. So researchers in the engineering belong to all the five types of research, but which is largely used. Anyone who can answer this one? So which engineer, which type of research falls engineering largely into? Sansha, maybe it's 80% correlation, and then the rest are just a few percentage. Okay, I'll just call someone. Ibanez. So which do you think engineering uh you know uh fall into this types are that is are largely used? According from Miss Bayad, okay, not Mr. Ibanez, experimental. Okay. So let's see. Okay, let's see later on if it's real experimental. Okay. So my guess is not actually experimental. Okay. But let's see. Okay, so here are just some research activities, of course, development of new algorithms, techniques, methodologies, confirmation of newly proposed algorithms or problems, designing of new products or circuits, comparing different methodologies, stability analysis on newly proposed algorithms, application of some proposed algorithms, novel applications, surveys of some engineering, study on the effects of environments, factors on a particular product or design, study of certain aspects of dynamics behavior of plants or systems, and so on and so forth. Okay. So in here, you will see this is not the answer wherein research in engineering disciplines uh falls largely into. So as you can see, it's more on descriptive, okay, and correlational. Okay, experimental is just medium. I would say this is for medicinal, since they're the one who's trying to experiment or create new thing. Okay, but in our case, it's more on description and then comparing, and then eventually it's a combination of technology. Okay, it's not really, how you experiment things. Okay, maybe it's more on configuring, but not experimenting. Okay, historical is just a very little. Okay, expose factor, it's actually quite, I don't know, I would say there is still small percentage, I would say very, very, very little. Okay, because who would want to study facts from existing research, okay, that has been already done or finished? Unless there is something that is suspicious and then you want to maybe prove something that is not correct from that fact that they have mentioned. Okay? So engineering research activities versus other discipline or disciple research rather. Okay. So engineering research are more formulative in nature. Okay, based on, of course, it's based on mathematics. Experiments are conducted on machines rather than humans or animals. Data to be collected differ significantly, and then hypotheses arrive are largely based on mathematical proofs rather than just an educated guess. So experiments can be done within a shorter period of time. Outputs in engineering research are more tangible, such as software, a new machine or component, or even mathematical equations, etc. Engineering research do not differ much in different regions of the world. Okay, so here are some existing application or techniques or case studies or design, okay, under BSCPE. So we have the fuzzy control of an inverted rotary pendulum. So I would not read everything, but it has main objective, the description. It has some software requirements. It has some hardware requirements. You will see that this one is actually quite old. You know, Visual Basic 5.0. What is a version of a Visual Basic nowadays? Okay. The knowledge required, the flow chart, the black diagram, the equations that you'll be needing, the I don't know, the control description for each, okay, the inputs and outputs, and then the result of your of that study, okay. So then, of course, it also has some analysis of results, and most likely, yeah, that's it. After the result, and then analysis, and then maybe your references already. Okay, so this is just an example, okay, that you can base into if you're going to come up with your own draft of your research. Okay, and then here are some existing project designs that was proposed by BSCPE students before, way back before, I don't know, starting 20 or maybe 2000 something, I don't know, 2009 maybe, that's my guess, when BSCP started in UC. So revised modules of e-learning courseware for NSTPC CWTS, and then of course it has its objectives. Bedini motor generator electronic survival kit, SMS-based water meter reading system, faculty attendance monitoring system, or the FAMOS. I think until now this is still being used, but not really sure. Network infrastructure plan for Sky Cable Baguio, cell phone controlled switching of household applications, and many more, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you guys can check this one later on. Okay, so here are just some preparations that you guys need to do. Of course, the first one is a review of literature. If you don't have any idea yet, so the best thing to do is do some research. Okay, so what are the existing technologies that are already out there so that you can come up with your own technology, maybe for a certain problem, and then come up with a certain solution for that with the use of that technology. Show the basis or needs, origin of your research, and then review a length of researches. Could be short or long. Okay. And then for the problem statement, of course, make it brief. And then why do you need to study? Why you need to conduct that one? And then form some question. Okay, hypothesis question, and why do we have that one? Why is it in there? Those kind of question. And then research question and or objectives. Okay, so just state three questions concisely and limit their number into three, most studies only. Okay, so questions must be relate directly and logically. Of course, you must have hypothesis, use null hypothesis, and then ensure that hypothesis relate directly to research questions and the problem statement. Of course, eventually you're going to have a method or design on your chapter 4 or chapter 3 rather, forget. But yeah, just provide a brief description for now of your method or of your design. Describe your rationale and then the instrumentation that you'll be using. And then how did you collect your data? And then how did you analyze the data collection, statistical techniques, and so on and so forth. And then if you're going to deal with maybe people, I don't know. So mostly this one is being used for psych or CTE, those who needs people as their main let's say call this one, parang sample or target. Okay. And then research personnel, who are the individuals that will be involved in your research. And then a schedule. Come up with a, let's say from January up to December, maybe. Okay. So let's say from January to April, you're done with your chapter 1 to 3. April unto August, maybe you're done with the chapter 4 until chapter 5, and then you're now just finishing your uh, development of your project, and then eventually August to December is now like publishing your project study or your project to be exact. Okay, resources, of course, very, very important. You have the facilities, you have the equipment, you have the money, you have the means to finish the project. Okay, so that is why, again, just like what I mentioned, be wise in proposing your project. Okay, so do not, if you don't have that amount of money, then please do not proceed with that one. Go with a cheaper, more practical version of your project. Then of course appendix and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's all for today, to be exactly. So we have one more actually, but we'll just have this one. Okay, not that one. We'll just have the other module, this one, the research fundamentals, next week, Tuesday. So we'll discuss this one via face-to-face. This one is 99 slides, so maybe we'll just have a brief discussion for each so that it wouldn't take super long. Okay, but for now, that would be all so that you guys can prepare for your next class. Then you can have your lunch as well before your next class. So any question or clarification so far? So Ja is present, Lazaro. Okay. Okay. So none, no question. Okay. So if none, then I guess that's it. So you guys may now go, and then let's just meet again next week, Tuesday, via face to face.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Sir, thank you po.
Goodbye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye. Ay, ay,